welcome back to the Mayor's Table. I'm Mayor Tommy Roberts, and my guest this morning is Shana Reeves, who is the Director of Communications and Quality Performance here at the City of Farmington. Shana, it's good to have you back again.
Good morning, Mayor. Thanks for having me back.
Had to get you back because I think the last time you were with me as a guest, it was one of our most successful productions. Is that what you heard as well?
No, I may have to call you out on that, Mayor. I hope we're running well on our segments, though.
That's good. The analytics are something that I don't understand probably very well, but if you tell me that we have 900 to 1,000 viewers on the city side of this, then I think that's a good number. And
we do.
And I know that Greg Allen is sending it out as well on his website, and we're getting about the same number of views there. So we're doing pretty well, probably averaging about 2,000 views per segment.
Absolutely, and that's probably a conservative number. So we'd like to thank the viewers, and thanks for watching us and tuning in every Monday morning with us.
Yeah. Well, this leads in to the topic for this morning's discussion. The Mayor's Table is an effort to get information out to members of the community, citizens in Farmington and San Juan County who are interested in local government, and it's an opportunity for us to talk about specific programs or projects or issues that we're dealing with. Mm-hmm. And what we're going to talk about now is another way to get the message out and to make it easier for people in the community to know what's going on with the City Council in Farmington. And what I'm talking about is the initiative undertaken by the City Council a month or so ago to move forward with live streaming of City Council meetings, both regular meetings that are held in the evenings and work sessions that are held on Tuesday mornings. So, Shana, I want to kind of let you take it from there and tell us where we are in that process. Our goal is to actually be live streaming at a certain point in time, but what are the steps to get there?
Well, I think that live streaming is something that you, in particular, in your time here as mayor, have thought about before. I've been in my position now for about 2.5 years, and so when the council brought it up to live stream, it just so happened that that is a trend that's happening now, and it's happening because people can't always leave their homes and come to a meeting, but they are interested, and they don't always have time to go through our lengthy minutes and find out where it is. So we went and researched some companies, and we found a company called AV Capture All, and we presented to you all. The wonderful thing about AV Capture All is that it's a single program that we will install on our laptop where our city clerk works at taking the minutes. And once we hit record, we will be live streaming that meeting to our viewers, to anyone who wants to tune into that meeting. And it runs through the cloud of AV Capture All. So the great thing about it is it can never go down with too many viewers. It doesn't matter how many people tune in or how little, it will not buffer for them. So that it's a nice program in that sense.
And what are the hurdles, the challenges to actually getting this system in place and working?
Well, first, it's not as easy as it sounds in terms of live streaming it, because we have to have, we don't want it to be a manual thing. It would be very difficult for our clerk to have to click a camera and take notes and get the motions, plus hit record and timestamp it. And I'll explain what timestamp means to our viewers in a minute. But so the first challenge is to go ahead and solidify. There are many programs out there who do a live streaming, so we picked AV Capture All. The next step was to order the equipment that was compatible with both AV Capture All and would give us good sound and picture for those people who are tuning in. And then the third thing is getting a program that's written that makes all of those elements talk together so it's automated and it works seamlessly for the viewer.
Talk about the equipment that's necessary to do this, to create the kind of program, the quality of program, and the quality of viewing that we'd like to offer to our citizens.
Well, we are looking into 2 HD cameras that will be in the council chambers. Our executive conference room will most likely only have 1 HD camera for the time being. They have to be pan, zoom, and tilt cameras, and that's because when the program is written, when one of the council, members of council, or you use the microphone to speak, that microphone will cue the camera to zoom in on you so that they can not only hear what you're saying, but they have a clear picture. There'll be high definition cameras. And then it will go back to a setting where it will show the room when you stop speaking. On the other hand, when we have a member of the community approach the podium, when they speak, that microphone will also activate and it will cause the other PTZ camera to zoom in on them. So the audience, people who are tuning in, should get a very clear picture. It shouldn't be fuzzy. There should be no buffering. The sound quality should be good. We have to have an additional microphone. We have to purchase new microphones for the executive conference room. And then we have to have a mixer and things that all bring that together.
Our viewers might be thinking that this sounds a little bit expensive, but I was surprised learning of the cost of providing live streaming. It didn't seem too high to me. It's relatively small in the context of our overall budget. Talk a little bit about the cost involved, both acquiring the software and maintaining that service as well as the hardware purchases.
Well, the mayor's right. When we started looking into this, I thought, boy, this will be quite a project. But really, for us to live stream our program to our viewers, it's about $3.99 a month, which is really shocking compared to what we sometimes have to pay for programs. And then we have the one-time installation of the equipment, and really the most expensive part of that is the program that gets written to automate the equipment. And so that's going to be a one-time cost of roughly $20,000 for the council chambers and about $15,000 for the executive conference room.
Okay, so it's about $35,000 to do all of the physical work that allows this to happen, and then the service itself is going to cost about $400 a month, so less than $5,000 a year. It sounds like $40,000 or so to get us live streaming. I think that's an expenditure that's well worth it if we can feel comfortable that our citizens are going to access this tool and if they'll actually watch. I have high hopes that this is something that will take off and we'll have a lot of people accessing the live video. But it's not just live streaming, is it? People can view what's happening real time, but we'll also be archiving these council meetings, and people can access the archives and actually find the subject matter that they might be interested in. If they're not interested in watching the entire meeting, only interested in a specific topic, it'll be relatively easy for them to access that topic. Describe how that would be done.
So at the beginning of the meeting, when the clerk starts the meeting, an agenda for that meeting will be preloaded. As we move through the meeting, the city clerk will timestamp each new subject. So you're right, when they go back and they look at the archived segments or council meetings that will be on, we'll have one rolling year that we'll put on the website for them to easily access. They can click through that agenda and it takes them right to the spot where that starts, so they don't have to listen to roll call or the Pledge of Allegiance, or if there's a long item that they're not interested in and theirs follows, they can do that. Additionally, the clerk can attach documents. So if the Farmington Convention and Visitors Bureau comes and they give a presentation, that PowerPoint can be inserted into that. So when a community member watches that segment, they can also download the material that went with that.
Shana, where are we in the process now? What steps have to be completed before we're ready to do our first council meeting with live video streaming?
We put out an RFQ, and we have accepted a company to come in and purchase the equipment. So we're in the period of we're waiting for the equipment to come in and be installed, and we hope to be up by June, by the first week of June, by the second week of June.
Great. I appreciate your joining me this morning to let our viewers know about this initiative. I think it's another step in creating greater transparency in local government. And I think when I became mayor, one of my goals was to provide opportunities for people to become more engaged in their local government. It doesn't necessarily have to be volunteering to serve on a board or a commission. It can simply just be being informed, better informed. And this is going to be a way, I think, where people can become better informed about what's happening with their local government. So I'm excited about it, be looking forward to that time when we know that our first meeting will be live streamed, and I'll be very interested in knowing what the reaction is in the community to that. But it's something that we're going to take on, we're going to do it, and there's no backing away from it at this point.
No, it's no backing out.
All right, thank you, Shana. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I appreciate you, Mayor, having me on.
We'd like to thank you once again for joining us on the Mayor's Table, and we'll look forward to seeing you again next Monday.